Good evening, everyone. Welcome and thank you for being here today. My name is Nelcy Patricia Cruz, and today I am going to talk a little about one of the most attractive Latin America countries to do business today. Um, can you imagine for a moment that you are in Mexico? What is the first imagine? The first thing that comes to your mind? Surely some delicious tacos. Or maybe you can imagine in one of its paradisiacal beaches in the Riviera Maya. But you know that Mexico is the largest economy in Hispanic America. It's also the second in Latin America, thus being the third largest economy on American continent. Then I will talk a little about their political, economical, and legal system so that they get an idea of how successful it could be they invest in the Mexican market. Um, okay, first let's talk about the political system in Mexico, which is organized as a representative, democratic, and federal republic. Um, Although each state is free in its internal region, there are also governed by a federation. In terms of international policies, one of the objectives of its current president, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, is the joint development of Mexico and Central America with um, greater commercial collaboration, which I think can encourage the growth of the region with respect to the rest of the continent, being this region located in such a strategic geographical position. On the other hand, Mexico market um, has a developing market economy. According to the International Monetary Fund, it is the 50th largest economy in the world in nominal terms, and the 11th largest by purchasing power parity. And you know that Mexico has one of the most stable economies in the region. In the last year, the Mexican government promotes a series of measures that seek to encourage international investment. According to the Secretaría de Hacienda y Crédito Público, within these measures are the strengthening of incentives for the incorporation of companies into the stock market, as well as elimination of discrimination between investors. In recent years, foreign trade operations have increased as a result of the international of the Mexican economy and by this by the simplification of administrative procedures for the entry and exit of goods from the country. This has led to the system winning the with the reform of recent years in simplicity and transparency and legal certainty. Finally, the legal system of the country is based on the political constitution of United Mexican States. established series of codes and laws such as um, the foreign trade law, the customs law, or the general import and export tax law. These laws are intended to protect and encourage the competitiveness of the Mexican market and the international level, as well as to promote the efficient use of the country's productive resources, to properly integrate the Mexican economy with the international one, to defend the productive plant of unfair practices of international trade, and contribute to raising the welfare of the population, according to UNCOR in 2018. Um, okay, now we are convinced that Mexico is a great market for business, right? And remember that it is one of the most stable economies in the region, taking into account its strategic geographic location. Um, it has free trade agreements with more than 46 Mexican markets, 46 countries, the Mexican market. Its foreign trade policy guarantees the successful investment in the Mexican market. And now I hope that in addition to food and beaches, they also think of you also think of Mexico's great destination to invest. Now, if you have any question, I will be attentive to answer. Thank you very much for your attention.